Hi guys, what's up? It's me, Kim A, and I'm back with a new episode of When I First Heard. Let's get into it.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's me, Kim A. Oh my god, it feels so weird saying this. It's been almost, I don't know if it's been a month, but it's been a while. Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's me, Kim A, and I'm here for another episode of When I First Heard. And, y'all, I gotta be honest, I've been dreading, recording this episode just because personally a lot of things in my life has changed, and not for the better, some for the better, but the most important part was not for the better, not in my opinion. But I know that God doesn't make mistakes, and I gotta trust that he doesn't make mistakes. But it's like going through the motions and the emotions of it all, it's like I feel like it was a huge mistake, of course, But I hope that you all have been well. I hope that everything is going good for you all. And today I'm going to be talking about a song that it's resonating with me on a daily basis, like stronger than ever right now. I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite songs by Luther Vandross, Dance with My Father. And whew, so I decided to do Dance with My Father by Luther Vandross because March 4th, 2025, the person that loved me the most, besides my mom and and my siblings and my family, but the person that had a huge part in my life, he brought me into this world alongside my mom. My dad, also known as Daddy, my daddy, we from Chicago, my daddy, that was my daddy, okay? Daryl Lee Redmond, my daddy. He passed away March 4th, 2025. And I feel like it feels so surreal saying it out loud that he's not here. And it's crazy because even though I'm saying it out of my own mouth, it's like every day I still expect to see him. Every day. It's crazy. Knowing what I know, I was at the hospital and going to my parents' house. I see his cars, smell his scent, seeing pictures. It's just like I still expect to see my daddy walk through the doors at 3:50. He got off of work at 4, but he would ditch about 10 minutes early, dip off, and he would be walking through the back door, making a lot of noise, humming, singing, listening to music. I love music, right? He's the reason why I love music. My daddy is the reason why I love music, the culture, everything about film production. That was my mommy and my daddy for sure. But yeah, I still expect to see him. Knowing what I know, I still expect to see my daddy. And I was like, I want to do. Initially, I was like, I don't know how am I gonna keep going with my podcast because my daddy was the inspiration behind my podcast. Like I said, he's the reason why I love music. My parents, they had so many vinyls, classic vinyls, and just we were brought up around music, the culture, just all things black. Like it was just so lit growing up with the parents that I had. I think I had the best parents in the world. Still do. And I just feel like I can never talk about my daddy in the past tense because he's well within me, within us, and his legacy will forever live on within us and in the world period. Like he touched so many people, and yeah, this is tough. So Dance with My Father by Luther Vandross. It was the title track off of his 13th studio album, which I didn't know. It was released May 2003, and it was based on Luther's childhood memories with his father. You know, let's see, what else do I have? Sorry, guys, it's a lot right now, but yeah, Dance with My Father, and The song became one of the most requested songs at the time. During the 2024 Grammy Awards, Dance with My Father earned Luther Vandross the Song of the Year and Best Male R&B Vocal Performance. This song is very, very touching. Even if you have your father, it just is one of them songs that it brings like tears to your eyes because it's so beautiful. And just knowing that we all can relate on how much we love our parents and the memories of it all, like remembering certain things that they taught us or that we did together. It just brings back so many memories and so many emotions. So I'm gonna get into the lyrics. So he said, back when I was a child, before life removed all the innocence, my father would lift me up and dance with me. My father would lift me up and dance with my mother and me, and then excuse me, spin me around till I fell asleep. Then up the stairs he would carry me, and I knew for sure I was loved. And I remember when I first heard Luther Vandross dance with my father. This song always reminded me of Beyonce's Daddy, and I'll never forget. Like sometimes last year, I was like, Daddy, I got a song I want to sing to you to dedicate it to you, and he was like, what song? I was like, Beyonce Daddy, and I started trying to sing. He was like, oh, that's okay. He told me that was okay, but he was like, no, that's so sweet. But Daddy, Beyonce always reminded me of my daddy, and Luther Vandross danced with my father because growing up, we used to have so much fun with my daddy and my mommy on 21st Street. We had cap guns, we had the vinyls, TV, we always had cable, like block club parties, going to like Tiffany, my favorite cousins, Tiffany and Erica's house, and Net, just being over there, just having fun, just being around good people, laughing, creating memories. And it was just like a beautiful time growing up in Chicago in the early 90s with my parents, because I feel like so many people that I've encountered like over the years, whether it be friends, extended family, a lot of their parents were like super, super strict and, oh, I'm going to put my foot down. And I just feel like I had the coolest parents because although my mommy and my daddy, they weren't like pushovers, you were not going to like just push over them. They always gave me and Kanisha, Kishana, Cedric like room, and Kimiyama like room to be us. And they let us travel to, like out south. Like we used to be like outside. Like of course they, made sure we were okay, but it was like we had freedom. We had parents that wanted us to explore and live and supported everything we wanted to do, going to concerts. And that's why I feel like I love music too, because they always like were here to support everything we wanted to do within like music, like going to concerts and seeing our favorite artists. It was just like so lit growing up with my mommy and my daddy. They were like the best. He said if I could get another chance, another walk, another dance with him, I'd play a song that would never, never end. How I'd love, love, love to dance with my father again. And that part made me cry. Before I recorded this, it took me like almost an hour to record this because I was like, I don't want to get super emotional, but that's exactly how I feel. If I could play a song, I would play a song that will never end because I want my daddy to be here. I used to always ask God, I promise you. I used to always ask God, God, please give me at least 20 more years with my mommy and my daddy. I always used to say that. Just 20 more years. I said this last year, the year before last, and I thought I would have that time. I'm just thankful that he gave me the time that he gave me with my daddy, because I feel like we created so many memories within my 30 plus years of living and his 60 plus years of living. And the the knowledge, the love, the support he instilled within us, I feel like it's more than I could ever ask for within this lifetime. My daddy was a loving person. The way he talked to us, the way he, you know, supported us. Like he would always say, Kimmy or Kanisha or Kishana or Lane, do y'all know what I do without y'all? I don't know what I do without. Like he used to, I love y'all so much. Just always spreading love. The Brooklyn way. He always spreaded love. Always. And he was just like a good person. My daddy was a good person who he was just so smart. He knew everything. He knew about everything. Like you could ask my daddy the most random question and he would have an answer. Like he knew about everything. Like I would for sure play a song that would never end because I want to dance with my daddy again. Like I really do. I just want to hear his voice again. I got like I have voice messages saved of him just talking, laughing. I miss his voice more than anything. He said when I and my mother would disagree to get my way, I'd run from her to him. I used to do that all the time. My daddy be like, leave her alone. Like I used to always run to my daddy. He'd make me laugh just to comfort me. Then finally made me do just what my mama said. Facts. Oh God. The part I want to skip because I don't want to, keep crying through this, but I'm gonna skip down to a part that really touched me. He said sometimes I'd listen outside her door, and sometimes I'd listen outside her door, and I'd hear how my mama would cry for him. I'd pray for her even more than me. I pray for her even more than me. And that part touched me so bad. Like I really started crying because I feel sorry for me and my siblings, of course, and my grandmother, Grandma Jean, and all of my daddy's family that loved him, supported him. But I feel super sad for my mommy, because all my mommy knew was my daddy. Like they been together before I was born, 30 plus years. She was crazy about my daddy. My daddy was crazy about her. And knowing that my mommy is really sad right now. She's not herself. She's doing really good trying to get through everything as much as she can. But it's like, I feel like she feels the same way I feel. Like we still expect to see him. And I just pray for my mommy's strength more than my strength and my siblings, because she was crazy about my daddy and he was crazy about her. And they love each other so much, man. So much. I just pray that God and my daddy, I pray that they look out for us. Like, really look out for us, because it's tough. Like, I feel like we all are carrying it well, but it really hurts. And I feel like I'm really in shock still, because I'm so used to seeing my daddy every day. I didn't go a day without seeing him, unless I was out of town. But it's still hard to know. When I see his cars, I get emotional. When I see his Navy hats, I get emotional. Watching anything on TV and somebody mention like father or dad or something like that, or the veterans, I get emotional because my daddy, But I'm just thankful. Like I was upset with God at first, and I didn't understand. I still don't understand why he had to go so soon, but I'm just thankful that he gave me the daddy that he gave me, because everybody didn't get the daddy that I had, that I have. He's still here. He with me. Everybody didn't get to experience a Daryl during their life. And I'm grateful. I'm appreciative. And so overwhelmed with love and my admiration. Love and joy when it comes to my daddy. I have so much joy when it comes to him, like in his memories, because he gave me so many amazing memories that I would never forget. So I'm thankful for that, for all of the lessons that he taught me. Me and my daddy used to read the children's Bible together, and watch Martin Luther King Black History programs. We used to, like, man, he was one of the best people ever, and he still is. I want to dedicate this podcast to my mommy, Kanisha, Kishana, Kimiyama, Spooky, Lil Daryl, to Cedric, Grandma Jean, Deanna, DeChara, especially to my cousins, Tiffany, Erica, love y'all. Nat, love you so much. Nat, thank you so much for everything. Kanika, Maggie, the Siamese, Pet, Trees, Trona, like, thank y'all. Neen, y'all all been there. Roll, like, y'all been there, like, Bakees, y'all been there so much, and I can't thank you enough. My best friend Erica, my cousins Shakira, Shada, Saniz. I dedicate this to y'all too because we were all daddy's girls and we all lost our dad within like the last few years. And I know that knowing what I know now and experiencing it, it's super hard. It's hard to lose a family member, period. But your father, that's difficult. So I send my love to everybody in my family, and I just pray that we continue to, lift each other up. And I'm for sure gonna keep my daddy's legacy alive. Like, Daryl Lee is here, okay? He's here. That's my daddy. He's with me, Um, this probably was the hardest thing I ever had to do, like recording, but I know that my daddy was gonna get me through it. I knew it. Thank you all for listening, and I'm about to be posting these way more often. I just needed some time. One of my favorite songs by Monica is Getaway. I don't know if you all ever heard it, but it's sometimes I wish that I could hide away, looking for a place to get away from all the heartache and pain that life can bring. That's how I was feeling. But I'm getting back to my happy place slowly but surely. And yeah, be sure to follow me on social media, Kim AK Brand. Subscribe to my podcast, When I First Heard with Kim A, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio, guys. I'm on iHeartRadio now, so check me out, and be safe, take care of yourself, and spread love. Like, seriously, you never know what people are going through. Thank God we don't look like what we're going through. Won't he do it? Yes, he will.